Welcome back to Let's Play ToS Symphonia, Dawn of the New World Blind. Last time we got to Aselia. It has taken us like 14 episodes, but we have successfully gotten back to the beginning of ToS Symphonia. It's a long journey to get back to where we started. But I did go ahead, I did a lot of these quests. I've leveled up some of my guys some. So, Tormund's on my party because Bazette has gotten reset and so has Victor. Victor now looks freaking creepy. Oh my god. Ah! I don't really like Victor. I kind of liked Victor's form before he was just like, ooh, I'm a ghost, but now he's freaking scary. But we are back in Aselia and we are looking for Dirk. We're looking for someone who looks a lot like Lloyd and we are going to be disappointed. This is what I suspect. So the Martel Temple. The very first dungeon of ToS Symphonia. Hey, Noise, you're blocking the way. Noise.
It's the pet monster that belongs to that strange guy we ran into at the beach.
It is. It does kind of amuse me that he doesn't know Dirk's name at all.
That is rather rude, Emil. That man was a dwarf. And
Noise isn't strange.
This guy isn't a monster, he's a dog. You think you can move for us, doggy?
It's also... This has nothing to do with anything, but I've been reading the Vlad Toltosh series, and the main character refers to his grandfather as Noispaw. So every time I see the word Noish or say Noish, I always think of that, every time.
I don't think he's a dog.
You can ride him. You can ride... Okay, you can't ride dogs. Don't ride your dogs, people.
Leave this to me.
He's not a monster, Tenebrae. What? They had an idea. An idea about musical notes. They're going to compose a symphony.
Tenebrae's laughing.
Tenebrae does do that every once in a while.
Oh, he moved.
Hey, Tenebrae, what was so funny?
Oh, you should have heard the symphony they composed. I mean, this is ToS Symphonia. You kind of have to expect that, right?
Perhaps some other time. Now then, let us proceed.
Did Noise tell Tenebrae a joke? I want to hear Noise's joke.
He's still laughing.
It's weirding me out.
Oh my god, we disintegrated Noise. I feel kind of terrible about that. Okay, no, you can't go in there. Always looking for secrets, guys. Always looking for secrets. That's what you gotta do. Hello, Dirk.
Oh, you're the kids that were lost.
We were the kids that were lost, but we are found. Because we have found you.
Thanks for giving us directions.
We heard we might be able to find Lloyd Irving's father here.
You're talking to him. We're not linked by blood, but he's my son.
Have you heard anything from Lloyd recently? We're looking for him.
You? Aren't you ashamed of what Lloyd did in Palmacosta? You're his father.
Emil, you've got to quit attacking people before we get what we want for them. This is why we never get any assistance.
I'm proud to call Lloyd my son. I've got nothing to be ashamed of. You. If Lloyd had anything to do with what happened in Palmacosta, he wouldn't have just disappeared like that. I didn't raise a man who runs from his own responsibilities. My boy may be a fool, but he's not a bad person.
Yeah, go away, awesome Emil. I need to find... I don't know what to call him. He's like aggressive Emil? Like bloodthirsty Emil? I don't quite know what to call the other persona.
So have you had any contact with him?
Maybe I'll just call him Emil and Guy, because...
Nope, haven't heard a word. He was on a journey to gather X-spheres, but then he just suddenly came back about 6 months ago. He said he was on his way to save a friend, and he had to travel light. So he left Noish, that animal you saw outside. Haven't seen him since.
He was on the way to save a friend, he had to travel light, so he... That doesn't make any sense. Okay, I get you need to travel swiftly, and so you don't have time to pack a lot of stuff, but... Noish can... It's like... Noish is fully able to ride the Reynard. So it's not like he couldn't transport Noish. And Noish can run faster than Lloyd can. So if you're not on the radar, it's not like Noish will slow you down.
I see.
If you kids happen to see Lloyd, give him a message for me, will ya? Tell him Noish is getting lonely, so come home soon.
Tenebrae, what were you and Noish talking about?
Oh, just a humorous anecdote. Last week, when Noish was drinking down by the riverbed, the most unbelievable thing came drifting down the river.
A stick?
Well, what was it?
That's just it. You wouldn't believe me if I told you. Oh, I can't.
It can't be that funny. I refuse.
What is it?
Hurry up and tell us.
Well, you see, it was a... Oh, no, it was nothing, really.
Tell us!
They almost can't tell you at this point because they built it up so much. And am I supposed to go into this? I mean, it's not telling me to, but I'm not in the habit of coming across a ruin and not exploring it. That's just not how I roll, guys. That's not the man that my father raised. There's danger in the air. When have we ever... Well, I guess I am playing as Emil. Okay, I guess I'm actually not allowed to go in here. Weird. Why do they have me come here for Dirk if I can't do anything here?
Emil, what's wrong?
Emil's really, really upset by the fact he keeps coming across information that tells him that Lloyd isn't a bastard. Which, Marta, you should be able to understand because you've wanted to hate Colette for a long time, except... For you, you already knew Colette didn't directly kill your parents, and Emil's been, like, laboring under that notion for a couple years now.
He's not related to Lloyd by blood, and yet he really seems like he's Lloyd's father. On the other hand, my uncle was always so ashamed of everything I did.
Emil.
Oh, hey, Rain. I recognize that was Orange Road.
Do you have a moment? Paul, one of the village children, has gone missing. Have you seen a boy about 8 years old around here?
Wow, you guys weren't kidding. Every single one of them. It's like, Dirk didn't bother me. Dirk sounded... I guess it's maybe because Dirk had almost no actual lines in Symphonia, so I wasn't bothered by Dirk at all, but, I mean, my brain is like, that is not Rain.
Oh, we met him by the town entrance. He said something about going to a haunted ranch.
So he went to the human ranch. Thank you.
Well, not really the human ranch. It kind of got busted up.
The haunted ranch he was talking about was a Desian's human ranch. I hope he's all right.
There aren't any designs there anymore. I'm sure he'll be fine. Besides, he's an apprentice of the mighty Lloyd, remember?
You should have had more, sarcasm in your Mighty Lloyd comment.
I understand your grudge against Lloyd, but Paul has nothing to do with that. The Emil I like wouldn't think like that. My Emil is better than that.
Wow, it's kind of amazing that... Because that was actually Emil. That wasn't, Guy. I don't know if I'm actually going to stick with Guy or not, but I kind of want to. And even he was, like, letting his, emotions get to him.
Whatever! I don't even remember you. Stop trying to make me into something I'm not. I don't need you telling me who I'm supposed to be.
I'm sorry.
I'm glad to have something finally progress on that plot, because it was really getting, well, awkward. The fact that she kept being like, oh yeah, we're totally going to be together. Oh yeah, we're boyfriend. And it's just, and Emil being like, I'm really glad they're developing that plot line a bit and having change rather than just an ongoing joke.
I just...
That is... What?
What?
Oh, it's nothing. I wonder if that was too harsh.
Emil must be angry with me.
But Marta refuses to see the real me.
I haven't been paying attention to who Emil really is. Of course he'd be upset.
Aww. Okay, the Aqua Part 1 was stupid. Aqua Part 2 sealed it. Aqua Part 2 was good. Eat ya good. So, no, I can't go to the human ranch. So we go back to Aselia and find out that Paul is missing. Most likely. That's what I'm calling.
This is all my fault.
Probably. What'd you do, Lily? I know it's Lilia, but I like Lily better. I don't care what your name is. I'm going to call you what I want.
If I'd just kept an eye on him, I could have stopped him before he left town.
Oh, then it's definitely not your fault. Little kids will always go and do what the hell they want.
Lilia, it's going to be all right. Professor Sage will find Paul. He'll be fine.
I'm a little surprised that neither Emil or Marta recognize Rain, especially considering that there was a statue of her back in Lewin. It's like Sheena and Rain should be the one that Emil immediately recognizes when they come across.
Right. But Professor Sage is a half-elf. I don't know if this is such a good idea.
Villager, I will punch you in the nose.
Stop that nonsense! Professor Sage saved the Chosen!
Very often I will read ahead whenever they're talking, and I thought that said children, and I was like, wait, I guess, kinda.
She's a good half-elf. She's nothing like the Desians. She'll save Paul.
I'm kind of surprised that in Aselia, in Lloyd's hometown, that basically had this big, where the mayor got ostracized for his racism, there's still racism. I kind of feel like this would be the least racist area of all, because this is like Lloyd's stomping ground, and Lloyd was so, for everyone has rights, and nobody is, less because of how they were born.
Hey, Emil, do you think Rain is that woman we saw earlier?
I sure do.
Yeah, maybe.
She's a half-elf. I wonder if that's why no one went with her to search for Paul.
Everyone in this town loves Rain.
Huh?
This suddenly, Rain is disliked, seems to be coming out of nowhere. I mean, granted, I know for most of her life, she was lying and claiming to be a full-fledged elf. And with the Desians, people pretended to believe her, but still, it's like, even with the new teacher coming in, everyone's like, well, you're not Rain. Rain's amazing. So, this suddenly, the whole town secretly has a grudge against Rain. I'm like, no, I don't buy that.
I mean, people are prejudiced against half-elves. I even used to be afraid of them. Way back when.
Half-elf. Prejudice.
I'm going to the human ranch. You and Tenebrae wait here until I get back.
That's a terrible idea, Marta.
Why?
Even if the Desians are long gone, there are probably monsters. I can't let her go alone.
No, I mean, why are you going alone?
There's no guarantee you'll meet up with her. I'll go with you.
But Paul is Lloyd's apprentice.
It's okay. You don't have to keep worrying so much about my feelings.
Sorry.
Come on, let's head for that ranch.
A better line there for Emil would have been, yeah, but you actually made a really good point when you mentioned that you can't hate someone by association.
What
Well, I
sort of
said-
places were these human ranches?
It's where they used to make X-spheres, devices that raised a person's abilities to their fullest potential.
That's a very
Like
Cliff Notes version.
From what I heard, they were more like labs for human experiments. The X-spheres were apparently stones, activated by human suffering. So they implanted X-spheres in people, then tortured them in all sorts of ways.
The hearts of men are more terrifying than any monster.
Huh?
Oh, just the ramblings of a spiteful centurion.
That is one thing that, especially in the Symphonia world, there's no creature. How do I want to say this? I want to say this intelligently. There's no creature more able to commit evil than humanity, or with no higher ability to commit good. It's like monsters are predispositioned towards evil, and they're pretty consistent about it. Whereas humans, and also half-elves, but the races of the races capable of free thought, they'll be very, very, very subtle in their evil, but very committed to it. and they'll end up getting more done as a result. Can't go back to the temple for some reason. Wait, the Aselia Human Ranch is the temple? Because that's definitely the same place. Hi, bird. Okay, I was like, is it actually attacking me or not? I know.
That was too easy.
That was too easy. Oh, poison breath. Does that learn power attack?
Let's go.
Are you still mad?
About what?
Is this where we find out? Because that would totally make sense that the two versions of Emil don't actually share memories.
I mean, whenever you get mad, you seem to get possessed by Ratatosk. And you're that way, right now.
Now that you mention it, I suppose I am.
What can I do to make you forgive me?
Why worry about this wimp's feelings?
Wimp? Are you talking about me?
I'm talking about the normal me. He's a weak coward who takes his own insecurities out on you. He's worse than a dog.
Don't talk about yourself like that.
No, they're two different people.
And sure, you might get scared sometimes, but you're one of the nicest people I've ever met.
Marta.
I mean, I'm not trying to force myself on you or anything.
You're trying to force him to accept you, though.
Yes, I know.
I'm sorry. I just get so worked up sometimes. I know it's annoying.
I'm glad to have the confirmation. But although we all kind of already had it, which is why Emil doesn't remember her, because I think whenever Emil gets possessed by Ratatosk, he doesn't remember anything that happens at all. Which has got to be weird for Emil, because basically, you know, there'll be monsters that run in and attack him, and he'll kind of scream in terror, and then the next thing he knows, the monsters are lying on the ground dead.
No, I shouldn't have said what I did. I'm sorry.
Thank you.
That's an odd fight to just drop in there. I guess the game designers are like,
Really foggy.
we've been having, like, you know, dialogue for too long. We need a fight to remind people this is a video game. A video game.
We could easily get lost in this before we even find Paul.
It's not that foggy.
Hey, Paul! If you're out here, say something! I have a bad feeling about this.
I have a feeling eventually Emil is going to have to, like, confront his other self. I don't quite know how what form that'll take.
Courage is the magic that turns dreams into reality, right?
Courage is the magic that
Oh my
turns
god,
dreams
yes,
into
I remember where that line comes from, game. I mean, admittedly, it has been a while since it happened, but still.
Huh?
Their words. A human with a few screws loose said long ago.
Oh, okay, she's derp. I thought Emil told her that.
I'm sure I'll see Richter again if we keep searching for the Centurion's course. He'll laugh at me if I'm still a coward.
Oh, I thought this was the reveal that the human with a few screws loose was Marta, but no, I think we did tell her.
It's a little spooky, but let's keep moving forward.
Aselia Human Ranch. Okay, it is kind of fun. Well, it seems selectively. Is it like location based, or is it? Because yeah, this is very actually foggy.
This fog is really thick.
I was making fun of it before, but no, it totes is.
Yeah, and something doesn't feel right.
Well, there seems to be a monster like right in front of you.
There's something here!
Really? Is it Paul?
No.
It's just a tree.
Sorry. I could have sworn I heard something moving.
A little jumpy, are we?
Well, I would be too in fog like that. I'd be worried about Pyramid Head.
Well, it's scary. Actually, so is fighting.
Look out, you two!
Speaking of fighting.
A monster!
Oh, the fog thankfully went away right when I got here. Okay, 15. What the hell is wrong with my dog? I don't have anything to cure that.
Oh, Emil, I was so scared.
You were more scary.
What did you say?
Nothing.
It's interesting that the secondary persona, I need to figure out a name that actually makes more sense than Guy.
It appears we can continue along this route.
But the other persona is also, like, kind of intimidated by Marta.
I wonder if Paul went this way too.
If that monster was there the whole time, I doubt it.
Hirsuta is fairly mobile, so it is possible Paul went inside before it blocked this entrance.
Thank you for addressing that.
Emil, I'm so impressed. You sensed a monster that even Tenebrae didn't know was there.
That was my mistake. It is quite embarrassing.
We must keep talking about it.
But what you said is correct, Lady Marta. It seems that Emil's awakening is coming right along.
Awakening? Awake to what?
Awakening as a Knight of Ratatosk to protect Lady Marta.
Tenebrae, enough of this Emil protecting me stuff, okay?
But being a Knight of Ratatosk means...
He has to protect Ratatosk's core on my forehead. We'll do it together, right, Emil?
Yeah. It makes me kind of sad when she says that. Why?
Because you don't actually care about protecting Ratatosk.
Emil, is something wrong? You're looking rather sad.
No, I'm fine. It's just... Is Marta really okay with the way things are?
I see. You miss hearing, "I love you, Emil," all the time.
That's not it at all. I just didn't know girls could change their minds so quickly.
In other words, you want her to be more cuddly.
No! Just forget it. You really are a spiteful old nag, you know that?
Spiteful old nag?
I don't think nag means what you think it means, Emil. I got trapped.
Damn it!
It's over!
I was gonna say, that should damn well be dead.
There's no enemy before love!
So you lose if there's no love?
Yes, so please tell me you love me.
We can lose next time.
Emil!
That's new, interesting. It's interesting that I'm sure it has nothing to do with something like scripted, but they finally hit a point where Marta's going to stop forcing herself on him, and then this happens. Awesome! Marta learned to run away from love. Okay, there's that. So yeah, it looks like we have to go this way. Into the pit. Oh, there's one of those things that changes my element.
So this is the human ranch.
It sure is.
Don't worry, all the Desians are gone now.
I don't know about all of them. I'm sure we'll run into one.
Yeah.
I guess I'll have to be the big manly knight that's protecting you.
Hey, I can be manly.
I love that the like jokey fun skit music starts off with this line.
Sorry. But just because you're a man doesn't mean that a girl can't protect you.
Well, I guess not, but...
Excuse me, you two, but what are we doing here again?
Looking for Paul.
Flirting.
Thank you.
The Blue Lightning.
There doesn't seem to be any sign of young Paul.
What about old Paul?
He's way too dangerous for a child. We've got to find him fast.
We also haven't seen evidence of rain.
It's all right. Well, let's hurry up and start looking.
Okay, those aren't rooms. Save point. I don't know. I don't know if this save point means boss, or... I don't remember how big this human ranch actually is. It was... No, it wasn't the first one we got to anywhere close. There's not enough power. Alright. I got the wind cape. The cape which caused movement amidst the very wind. There's nothing in here. Well, maybe there's something in here. What did that do exactly? It did that. Why was that a good thing exactly? Well, I sure as heck remember this room. Well, I was gonna go around him, but then I decided, what the hell? I can kill him real quick. Oh, damn. Everyone's mad at you, friend. Obliterate. Yep, that got obliterated. You can't use Ghost Fire. That was weird. I wonder what that delay was about. It took it a second to actually activate. Oh, let's save again. Why not? Saving is for awesome people, and I'm an awesome person. Alright, go ahead and knock that out. There's a troll, there's a monster, here's a stairway. Damn it.
I guess you want to die.
Oh, healing power.
These things are tiny!
Oh, healing power.
Bye-bye.
That's it?
I kind of feel bad about killing those. They're adorable little kitties. Damn it!
Oh, healing power.
Everything's mad at you. Alright. Effectively done. I usually won't cut those out because they are so slow. I mean, they're so fast. So it's almost not even worth the time. It's like, okay, I got this out and saved 20 seconds. Okay, that seemed to do absolutely nothing. Man, they certainly went up. Oh, well, here's something.
We keep coming out in weird places.
Well, where do you typically come out?
Well, this is the only way we can go, since all of the main passages seem to be destroyed. There must have been a large-scale assault on this facility.
I'm pretty sure this is where, like, the Defiant Hero was, and we had to evacuate everything, but I don't remember, was there an assault on the facility?
The Designs were taken down by the Chosen and her friends, right? Did Colette do all of this?
She didn't look like the violent type.
I bet Lloyd did it.
It's hard to believe he's Colette's friend.
Indeed, she seemed quite the peaceful sort. It's difficult to associate her with Lloyd, the gleeful mass murderer of the Blood Purge.
Well, that's a pretty good indication that we don't have all the facts.
Colette didn't seem to favor Tethaala. I wonder about Lloyd.
It's pretty obvious that as far as he's concerned, anyone who's not Tethaalen or part of the Church of Martell is nothing.
You haven't even talked to him, dude. I mean, granted, I know I'm saying that because I actually know how he really is, but... Well, hi. I was gonna say, I don't think I can accept quests here. Oh, I remember these. I definitely remember these. I don't know what these do exactly. I mean, obviously I can... Aha! That's where I was messed up. But I'm not entirely sure what these controls are even supposed to do. I'm changing the randomer right now. Oh, it's controlling where that goes, so if I change that to there... Okay, I got you now. Because I'm having such a good time. So yeah, right now that's going across, and I want it to. The number 5 switch is broken. Change the number 7 switch. I don't know what the number 7 switch is supposed to control, though. I'm not entirely sure what I'm doing. Because this was broken before, and it looks like it's still broken. Is that going to let me go down? Did I change that? No, it is not. Aha! Man, all the way back here just because I hadn't seen the stupid ladder. Although, with me not draining the first part, I bet I couldn't have done that anyway. So I can't, because I need to get to that, obviously. Ugh, puzzle. So now I gotta run all the way back through this in order to get to that thing, it looks like. God, game, you could have told me that a long time. There's no indication that that thing's floating. At all. It still looks like it's sitting on the freaking ground. Yeah, that makes it freaking obvious. Except the game withheld... Ah! That is one of the most frustrating things I've ever had happen in this game. Because I was sitting on this puzzle forever trying to figure out what the hell to do because it didn't give me the information that that thing was floating. If it had, like, lowered whenever the water lowered, that would have made it really obvious, but it didn't. Oh well. I mean, we solved it now. They really should have made the graphics a little bit better to make it more clear what was happening. And they failed. Okay. And then, yeah, then you can move that there. It's really obvious once they tell you it's floating, but it's not bobbing in the water at all. It's not... Ah. Really poorly implemented, in my opinion. Plus, look at that thing there, where it makes it look like you should lower the other switch. But oh well. I'm gonna stop bitching about it. Because we have solved the mystery. Not gonna be past him. Or I want his treasure. Those are trolls, not ogres.
At least make it challenging.
That was kind of a, domination animation. I obtained flower petals. So we'll run up here. Briefly see what's on this side. A gold switch. Again, I want to see. I want to see what's in the areas I can't see. God dang, game. I think this may be where I'm supposed to go, actually. I think I may be going the complete wrong way, because I was trying to get secret treasures. Well, I obviously want to go up and down. You can't go left or right from here. Alright. Now we can head down here. Moving down. So the question is, which of those is the correct path? Because I've opened 2 doors now. I think I'm going to go back and try the first door, because it's more likely to be the door that leads to a secret. I don't know. Because that's not the door I opened. Interesting. Certainly not going that way then. Where do you go if I don't put you up? To a treasure box. Did I just pick up Noish's head? That's horrifying! I hope that's a plushie! Hold on. Isn't this... Now I'm just confused. So that was just an alternate way into this room. That seems like a massive waste of my time. So how precisely do I tell that to go up specifically? Huh. Is there just an up option? Certainly can't get to it from this side. Weird. And then I'm assuming just trying to run through the lightning bolts is not going to end well for me. Yeah, I figured that was probably hurting me. Huh, so how the frick do you... Oh well, I've got this upper entrance set up, so I'm going to go ahead and come back to this in the next one, because I'm very sure I'm over time even if I cut some of this stuff out. So I will see you then, guys.